welcome to part 3 of Sonic Heroes, and now we're going into the casino and bingo levels. No Sai can fully sum up my opinions of this.
Left?
I think, is it 16 stages?
What? Oh my God.
There's 2 and I think there's 14.
So they're 14. It's something like that.
Because 2 levels and each 2 there's a emerald to get, isn't there?
Oh yeah. You might be right there. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Seizure City.
It's like the aesthetics look nice.
No, they don't. I hate this sort of. It's too bright. I think. Like, I don't really like this sort of bright colour aesthetic to start with, but this is kind of all the really loud colours like thrown against each other. Just it's overkill, and there's this.
I find it odd how this is basically the Sonic Universe's version of Vegas, but it's kind of dangerous for your health.
What in
Isn't
Vegas?
it like Vegas? Yeah, exactly.
No, even more so, because you're flinging yourself around like a ball.
I don't know if you saw just then the Eggman robots that I just ran past, but there are some egg pawns dressed as Playboy bunnies.
Why?
Because why not? Vegas.
I never took any notice, I just destroyed them.
Yeah. Smash shit up, ask questions later. I like that philosophy.
It's Sonic Heroes, anything goes.
Yeah. But it's just like this game is with other Sonic games, like there's an immediate problem you can pinpoint, if you know what I mean. Like Secret Rings, it's the motion controls, you got Sonic 06, you got like all the glitches and whatnot. Whereas this, it's just boring. It drags, it bores me.
Especially with these sections.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to get to the thing, but it just throws you around all over the fucking place. It's like the part from Casinopolis from Adventure, just worse, and they dragged a whole level of it, or 2 levels of it even.
People liked this, didn't they?
There are people who defend this game. There are people who say this is their favourite Sonic game. Like,
They are wrong.
well, like if it brings joy to them somehow, fair enough. I just kind of think you got bad judgment. I'm not, like, fair enough. Like, there might be something I'm missing. I'm not gonna slag off anyone who likes this. It's just I just don't sort of see that judgment at all. That's possibly just me. Anyway, random floating dice.
And stretchy dice.
Yeah, how does that physically work? They're solid objects. They've got no sort of springs or like.
Science.
Science can't explain this.
Can you explain an anthropomorphic hedgehog, echidna, and fox?
No, science is just there, like, smoking crack behind an alley saying, fuck it, I'm worthless now. That's what it's come down to. I don't actually think we've commented on Knuckles' scream whenever he punches forward yet, have we?
Nope, we haven't.
Shit rock, shit rock, shit rock, shit rock. Let's give the guy some credit, he's just talking about Nickelback.
Oh yes, them things.
Yeah. Nickelback aren't boring, I swear, guys.
They capture your teammates, and if you die, that's it.
Yeah, they're really obnoxious. And yeah. But like, sections like this, it just becomes apparent how bad the kind of aesthetic is. There's just too many bright colours that really conflict. Like, do you get what I can appreciate what the Team Chaotix mission for this stage did, because it was like a collect rings and that, and you do collect rings quite easily, so I'll give it credit there. But when you play as Team Sonic and you just want to get to the end, but now you get flung around this pinball table so much, I kind of think, you know what, fuck it. That's a Playboy thing. Yeah, God. Them golden turtles, I think you can punch them, but you have to punch them several times, so I normally just like use a tornado attack to flip them over. This is one of them cases where they map 2 things to the same button, which they did a lot with the bounce attack in Adventure 2, but it's just really annoying when you're trying to grip onto the handle thing. I've been rolling around on big old tables for nearly 5 minutes. Fuck this game. That's my thoughts on this game in a nutshell. So, what do you think of what we've seen so far of Sonic Boom?
It's alright. It's okay.
I hate the redesigns.
I don't mind it. It's an alternate universe type of thing. They said it's not going to affect modern Sonic in any way, so
Yeah,
I'm okay with
is it-
that.
Not a main game of the series, then. It's,
It's-
more of a
it's
side
not a
game.
It's an
Yeah.
alternate universe sort of thing.
Yeah.
What I will say is, I'm glad they went with that approach as opposed to Capcom's DMC approach, where they just sort of replaced the continuity. If you know,
Yeah.
it's like as much as
At least it's got like some like innovative like towards it, like a innovative approach.
well,
It's different.
I would say it's more a case of, as much as I love DMC, I can fully appreciate why like Devil May Cry fans were pissed off at that game, because it so radically changed anything in a way that meant that what they like isn't likely to come back. Whereas
Yeah.
if they'd taken the kind of Boom approach with that, it'd be like, well, I don't like this, but it's an alternate canon, so it doesn't really affect anything I do like.
I know it's sad.
But like when it's the replacement, so to say, and the fact that no one's seen anything of the Devil May Cry series since then, like there's been no promise of a new game or whatever. It's like that's something they like has probably been replaced.
Plus, to be honest, like using the excuse of an alternate universe is probably like the easier approach than just rebooting the whole thing. If you know what I mean?
It causes the least damage.
Exactly.
Although with Boom, I'm curious as to whether they're saying that now just like so it's a possible comeback if people don't like it.
Yeah.
It could be like an honest alternate universe thing where they just like want to try something out, but it could also be we want to change things around to make it more marketable, but we'll keep this as a backup.
What would be interesting if Boom ends up being successful is like a crossover between modern and Boom Sonic.
You know, Generations 2 will have that.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck, I think I died. Yep, I died.
But even so, it would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of a clusterfuck I want the Sonic series
To be
to become.
honest, I don't think they will do Generations 2 because I think it was more of a case of that was like the anniversary of
Yeah.
Sonic.
I reckon that maybe when we get to 30 years, we'll have some sort
Possibly,
of acknowledgement. It won't be Generations 2 because
Yeah.
that would be like too obvious, but
Yeah.
there'll be some sort of like revisiting things. Because like whenever they've done anniversary games in the past, they've before Generations. I mean, like
Well, I
they did just
think-
do another game, but
Mario's on like, was it 35 years now?
something like that. I think it
You're
was
right.
85 that first came about, wasn't it? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
They can call
86 I think it was. Yeah, it was 86.
No, because I think well, when Donkey
Actually,
Kong.
no.
When was Donkey Kong out? Because that was like the first appearance of Mario as
Hold on,
Jumpman.
I'm getting confused. 25 years since the original, like in 2011, it was 25 years since the Super Mario Brothers series started. But I think Mario Brothers in general started with the inclusion of Mario in a. Basically, Mario's 30th anniversary was in 2011, but I think it's been 35 years in 2016.
Maybe. My head is just full of random
Yeah.
numbers now.
Yeah, I think Mario will be going on for like 50 years possibly.
Well, it's
It's not gonna
Nintendo's
go out of
easy
fashion.
money, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think they could call like if they made a crossover between Boom and modern Sonic, they could just call it Sonic and the Multiverse Clusterfuck.
Yeah. Well,
isn't it like Batman vs Superman? In a way.
No, that's just Clusterfuck.
Okay.
So what is the kind of plot of that film? Do we know
I
yet?
don't-
Or-
I think
Well,
it's just they've called it
it's-
Dawn of Justice. What? Just call it Justice League.
It's basically Cyborg versus Wonder Woman versus Lex Luthor versus Batman versus Superman, the movie.
Yeah.
So is it like DC Smash Brothers, the film?
Basically, yeah.
Batman's name comes first in Superman's film.
Yeah.
That tells you
Just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just superior. I come from the superior film series. How do you feel?
Yeah, well, Batman's probably more marketable at this point, though, isn't he? Because
Yeah.
it's Batman. Well, Superman, they haven't really. He's always been like the default hero, if you know what I mean. He
Yeah.
doesn't really have much character to himself. He's just there. He's like, well, not like it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just he is the stock superhero, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's.
Well,
kind
it's like with in Injustice. Because I had to have him like last because he was like the original superhero. But if it weren't for that, I think they would have approached that Batman would actually been like the last chapter. If you know what I mean, because they highlighted it because he was like the original superhero.
My original character, Evil Superman. Like, I don't follow the comics at all, but have they used that plot multiple times before in the comics? Because it sounds like the sort of thing that you kind of milk.
I don't know. They've rebooted it so many times. I mean, they've done like year one of Batman, Superman. They've basically just rebooted the whole comics now to New 52. It's like they've told the origins, but with like more modern day approach. I think.
Yeah. I can see why they kind of go with that sort of mentality, just because obviously when something's been running for that long, it's kind of hard to keep track of all the different plots that have been happening.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it does feel like an easy cop out if they fucked up the storyline too much. Just
exactly. Yeah. That is essentially what every reboot is. Yeah, we done fucked up. We got to sort it out.
We can't seem to make you happy, so we're going to try again.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they're going for with Boom, actually.
I find hilarious though that after Superman 4, which is a piece of shit, they rebooted it for Superman Returns, and it turns out to be a piece of shit, and they reboot it again. It's like, reboot it, you're not happy with it, and then they reboot it.
I tolerated that Superman Returns. It wasn't the worst thing ever.
To be honest, I can't really pass much judgment on it because I haven't watched the film myself.
Yeah. With me, because I've very rarely ever watched films like properly. I've watched the original Superman. Well, I don't know if it's the original, but the Christopher Reeve Superman, the first one of them, and I think I watched the sequel to that, which I remember at one point.
With General Zod, I believe.
I can't even remember much about it. I remember one scene, I think, in a bar where Clark tries to lose his disguise or something, but I can't really remember much of that.
He sacrificed his powers.
Yeah, something like that.
And he ends up getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah, that tends to be what happens when you give up superhuman strength.
Actually, yeah, in Superman 3, there was actually evil Superman, but it wasn't like a clone of Superman or like an alternate universe of Superman. It actually was Superman.
Oh, was it?
He was basically fighting the evil inside him.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a werewolf sort of
He
deal.
killed it by throwing it into a car compactor.
I remember a scene of Superman throwing something into a car compactor. I can't remember whether I saw that whole film or just bits of it.
That doesn't explain anything at all because I should have at least had a bullshit excuse to back that up. It conveniently had kryptonite in it because there's no way you can kill Batman. Superman. Batman.
Yes, because that's a common thing on Earth. Kryptonite car compactors.
Just at least explain something because he can't buy it.
No,
from
Robin's
kryptonite.
got it with his Superman repellent spray.
No, he didn't kill him with the car compactor. He choked him to death. That was it. Then suddenly he just phased away.
I've got to make a point saying this is a Sonic Heroes playthrough.
Oh yeah.
This is how uninteresting this game kind of gets to.
That bit that you just got past, I died so many times on that. So that I wouldn't have to restart it every time, I would make sure that the other two would stay behind and I'd just go down the thing. That way if I fell off, I'd just respawn as well, the other character.
Yeah, it's like a really fiddly system because sometimes I kind of lose track of who's where and I'll land on clear land and not really clock onto the fact that the other characters are sort of still rolling around on things. So I think I'll be safe. Then I'll switch to the character I want for the next section and they're still on the thing, so I've got to go through the table again.
How
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking of? You know that Retro Prey vid with the Kickstarter, non-starter thing? The one where they like the bloke like they only get like $12 or something to start up. There's like RPG world and it's just like crap. And there's like these three guys talking, and it's just like they don't look socially maladjusted at all.
No, the one that really kind of disturbs me is there's that guy who was trying to make a 3D remake of Monster Girl Hunter. And his opening video was something about, are you upset that your kids don't like the same kind of game as you like? And it's like, I wouldn't want my kids playing a hentai game, thank you. For fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm showing off one of these special stages just to show how they work, because they sort of don't.
Yeah.
Basically,
I don't think anything works in this game.
well, it works for the most part. It's just really dull. But
The controls are so slippery in this section.
what you've got to do is literally boost to win. That is literally it, isn't it? Like you got.
It works so much better in Generations for the 3DS.
Yeah, they remade this in 3DS Generations. This kind of special stage thing. I remember it working a lot more
It works
fluidly.
so well.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's still a special stage. But at least it's playable.
I found it to work quite well, and I actually somewhat enjoyed it.
You know what special stages are my favourite?
What?
The adventure ones. I fucking hate the special stage concepts. Like, I don't like having to collect Chaos Emeralds to beat the game, so to say. I just think it's like unnecessary padding for something that doesn't really feel in place to the kind of gameplay that Sonic is. I think I might have fucked up there. But what I will say to give even more credit to the 3DS version is that Cash Cash did a remix of this theme, and that sounds so sweet in that game.
Yeah. Didn't they do like a remix recently? I know it was in the charts. I don't know who it was. It with like? I know it was with a singer.
What, the Take Me Home song?
I think so.
I still stay, you're the only thing. I'm in my Cash Cash phase, sorry guys. But I do really like that song. That actually did pretty well for them, which is kind of nice to see. I know a lot of people start listening.
I think it was like a collaboration where they didn't do. I think they were doing the remix, but they weren't doing any singing. Or...
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Take Me Home. They had that BB Rexa girl singing
Yeah,
the
that's
leads, and she's got a really nice voice. And they actually did a slowed down version of that as well on their channel, which is really good. Anyway, here we go to the absolute lowest of the low that you can have with boss battles. Like, just fight the enemies again. That's literally all this fucking is.
And you're totally up against Eggman.
Yeah, let's not spoil that one just yet. But there is a bullshit story in this game. Yeah. But this, I was tempted to actually cut this out, but like, I guess if I'm showing the other bosses, I kind of need to show this. But it is literally just a rush of different moves. There's nothing new here whatsoever. It's just, you can win just by mashing the button, and it goes on way too long as well. I hate this guy. Yeah, come on, lad. How hard would it have been to either give us a new boss or just skip to the next level? It's padding, and it's unnecessary padding in a game that's already full of padding by making you play the game 4 times.
Do they end up reusing that like eagle plane thing that you see
Yeah.
in?
Yeah, that's in one of the later bosses. It's like they make it into a multi-phase boss. And like with this level in particular, it's like the aesthetics ain't particularly interesting either. Like we've just been through the same area, so fighting enemies again in a place I've already been. I'm bored. Let me do something else. Please, game. Yeah, I hate this game. I hate this game so much. I hate this game. It's like it. I don't know. It's too much. And yeah, Thunder Shoot is kind of useful in this once you've got it leveled up, and that's why I'll try to get it leveled up when I can, just because you can sort of spam the thing and hope it doesn't automatically lock onto the springs. Punch. So anything else to talk about, guys?
Not really.
Once once you've said there's me punching the enemy once, you kind of covered the rest of the playthrough. Yeah.
I'm punching a turtle with a cannon on its back. That should be a lot more interesting than it sounds.
Yeah, the turtle in Lost World was more interesting than this, guys. At least that kind of shot like bullets and whatnot. Like cannons at least. I think the metallic enemies, they're the ones that you have to hit with knuckles, aren't they? I think they're immune to Sonic and Tails' attacks. Which I guess they're trying to change things up a bit. But
I'm actually quite surprised that Stephen hasn't raged about this as much, because I thought he was going to go out for that rage.
Now this quote here, don't get so excited, boys. They actually say that when you're playing as Team Rose as well.
Yeah.
Even though there's only one dude in that team.
Hold on. Wait.
Have you got your right glasses on today, Eggman?
Well, I don't know, maybe he's just like looking at all the fan art of Amy and Cream where they've got penises. I'm sorry, the plural was actually peenies, I believe, with the I replaced with E. I'm not diaphilic, I promise. That was one way to end the part, I guess.